is considering becoming an English teacher in the future to help other young people see the fun in literacy. So let's welcome our youth poet. They have been working hard. Please give a shout out.
Thank you so much for the warm welcome, and thank you all for being here. I would first like to have my moment thanking people, because there are so many people to thank. I would like to thank first my father, because he is sitting there and he is filming me and he has sat with me basically throughout the entire thing, and I thank him so much for that. They can't be here right now, but I thank my mom, because whenever I get nervous or get scared, I always run to my mom, because she's an amazing mom. And I thank my sister, because she can't be here because she's being an amazing student council member right now, and she's being the one the teachers rely on, and she has served as a inspiration and has helped me find my own confidence with hers. And I thank my dog, because I love my dog. Her name is Sophia. She's a Caribou Terrier, and she's one of the people that loves me unconditionally. She's not a person, but anyway. I would also like to thank the SGC staff for being very kind to me, letting me camp out in your breakout room, letting me eat your food, and just being a very nice source of basically kindness and support during my first conference. And I would like to thank all of you for coming to this conference and learning about how we can make the world a better place, and for listening to whatever mumbo jumbo I'm about to spout. Now, after all the thanks, I do have some homework for you all. Yes, you guys have all graduated, but I have some homework. First thing is to check the heated floors out in the lobby. Second is to go back home and educate yourself about the tribes about the tribal lands we now inhabit. We could learn a thing or two from the tribes. Second of all, I would like you to not stop here. I want you to keep going and ask more. What can we do for the impoverished people? What can we do for the underserved areas? And I'd also like you to turn your attention to the animals. Yes, I said that right. See, they don't really have a voice. We are the apex predators, so we hold their fate in our hands. So I ask you to please consider them, because they are trying to live too. And without further ado, Where Do the Coyotes Go? By yours truly. I don't remember how long it was ago when I first saw the coyotes. Mangy things that look just like dogs. Mom told me we took their land, and now they've come here. I see them when I walk my dog, yanking her away before she barks and provokes the bloodthirsty beasts. Yet, when they look at me, I see the fear mirrored in their own eyes as they steer clear of me. See, behind the teeth and the long bushy tail is a mom who's trying to feed her kids. Behind the black nose and the yellow eyes is a dad who's trying to keep his family safe. And the kids? Those are kids like me, who are just trying to make it to adulthood. And the packs of coyotes, just like Oak Park, and all the underserved places left to fend for themselves. See, they don't remember the Nisenan or the Miwok, the Cayuse or the Umatilla, or even the Walla Walla. The tribes who held them and their homes with dignity and respect, honoring the nature around them. They don't remember the gold rush, where their ancestors probably first felt fear for their communities and concern for their homes. They remember us, the apex predator, who cut down the trees and take their land. They remember us, the apex predator, who holds their fate in our hands. If we don't learn from the tribes of our past, we'll have to ask, where do the coyotes go? If we don't start hearing their yips and growls, desperate pleas lost in translation, where do the coyotes go? If we don't take the opportunities to change the fate of our climate, it'll be too late to ask, where do the coyotes go? We've made progress, but let's keep asking. How do we help the marginalized so they don't have to go? We don't need to be financial leaders. We don't need to know all the fancy lingo. What we need is people like you and me to work as a team, rising together. And as we rise together, as one people, one community, please let's not forget, where do the coyotes go? Thank you.
I'm not crying. Those are just, the lights are in my eyes. Let's give a round of applause for Paola-Marie. I love that. That is just, I don't even know how to follow up with that. That was amazing. Thank you so much for participating in this space, giving us that reminder on who we are, who we need to be atoning for, how do we address it, how do we reconcile our work. And again, this whole conference is that space of grounding, connecting, providing us an opportunity to continue to do the right thing, right? To do the space and the work that we keep saying we're gonna do, and to make it real. Make it real for the people that the places I come from, the places that are deemed disadvantaged, deemed underserved, in a way that is meaningful to our people. So thank you. I just can't say enough. In closing this out, I'd like to invite our Executive Director, Lynn Von Kogliberg. We have Matt Horton, if you want to come back up so we can close this space out. Have a couple of final words. I mean, it's so hard to follow that. Like, I feel like we're done. All right, we have 3 mics. They're on. Been told to hold it straight. And then if you need to move your arm with the mic. I'll try to remind myself that too. And be a stiff arm here.
Yes. And before we go into our final session, let's just all thank Amar. You have done a wonderful job.
Okay. Okay. Centering. No? Yeah? Mm.
All right. So for our... Oh.
I'm like mentally dead.
We'll just do as we're told. All right. So for our final, time together today, we wanted to take on what's become our second annual tradition of leaving the space together by sharing our commitments. What we're going to take forward, any announcements that we have, things that we think will be helpful to others to know that we're working on as individuals, as organizations, as communities. This can be anything from something that you have prepared, that you're ready to launch, that you're starting. It can be something that happened in this space where you met with somebody, you made a commitment, you've decided to get together and take a next step together to continue this important work that we all do. So we just want to have this time where we'll have 2 mics going around the audience, and we would just invite people to share what you're committed to do next. Share where people can plug in and continue to work together. And then what we'll do is we'll gather and collect this information, and we'll put it out as part of our summary reports, so that then as folks continue to think about this experience together, to think about how we can continue to work on these incredible topics, we know where to plug in. We know what people are doing. We have that information, and we can be coordinating, collaborating, and continuing this momentum after we leave today. So, Matt, anything you want to say before we open it up?
I think a lot has been said during the past 2 days, and I think there's a lot for us to really encapsulate into steps and work for us into 2024. I mean, a lot of the stuff that you saw here today was a result of stuff that we worked on post 2023 Catalyst Conference. So, you know, I'm really excited to see what we'll be presenting in terms of pre-development solutions, community engagement plans, project pipeline assistance in 2025. Or, yeah, that's next year, right? Like fingers crossed? Okay.
Just cross off the 2024 and put a 5 on the top.
Yeah, moving in through. Reeves. I can start off. So Dr. Sarah McCullough was here with us yesterday. She couldn't be with us here today. She's Associate Director at the Feminist Research Institute and Director of Environmental Justice Leader Program at UC Davis. And she was leading the power mapping session and accountability yesterday. And her commitment, and it was great because she was on our steering committee or advisory committee for the conference, is to continue to find ways to really lead the environmental justice group and cohorts over the years. It's been interesting on how they have had to collaborate through other UC departments like ITS and finding kind of ways to bring leaders in across the country. And so that's her commitment, again, moving forward with 2024, 2025, and finding new ways to engage differently with state resources and federal resources to build up our EJ leaders across the country.
Thank you, Sarah.
So we would love to hear from folks in the room. Again, we have mic runners. Commitments. What are you taking away from this space? What are you committing to for the rest of 2024? We're in February now, and we're moving through at a rapid pace. So let's get some hands, and we got some mic runners on who wants to share out those commitments.
Great, we see Ron.
Hi, my name is Ron Milam. I direct Smart Growth California, which is an initiative of the Funders Network, and we are hosting our own Funders Summit in a month here in Sacramento, so it'll be a space to continue these very conversations with funders from around the state.
Awesome.
And we'll all get an invite to that, Mark? Oh, here, right here. Here, take this one.
Hi everyone, Andrew Dawson with the California Housing Partnership. We've been working with SGC and BCSH, Sasha's here somewhere I know, hey, there, on convenings with state agencies to help guide some of the funding for affordable housing as well as building decarbonization to align the funding sources so that developers and affordable housing providers can layer the money easier. We're also doing a lot of technical assistance to affordable housing developers so that they know about these programs coming out of the IRA, as well as other state programs for building decarbonization. So they can get informed, and we also are working with homeowners to get them into the tax credit programs and things like that for solar, so they know what's happening, and we can help them out there as well. Thank you.
Augustine is handing the mic in the back.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte Parker with Dimension Renewable Energy, here with my colleague Gilmer. We've loved talking with a lot of you about community engagement, deep community engagement. A big piece of that for us is workforce development. So we've made a $5 million commitment to training folks for jobs in the green economy over the next few years. And the beauty of that commitment, to my mind, is we need to figure out exactly the most impactful way to use that funding. I know a lot of you are already working in that space, and we want to partner with you. We don't want to recreate the wheel. We don't want to start from ground zero. So the commitment is there, the funding commitment, and my ask to you all is please let us know how we can support your work. Let us know how we can work together. Let's train a lot of people and get them in good jobs and make those wealth-creating jobs over the next decades to come.
Thank you. We got one down up in front.
Charlotte, you forgot one commitment. Which one? Sponsorship of 2025 Catalyst Conference.
We'll call you.
Yeah, you need the mic for you too.
I see. So, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nicholas Dungy. I'm a professor of political philosophy at Cal State University Northridge. I've been teaching there for 25 years. Before I speak about what I want to speak about, let me thank Lynn and the entire team at the California Strategic Growth Council for putting on this extraordinary event. This is my first time here, and I want to bear witness and thank all of you for your presence, your genius, and your love to social good. I'm simply blown away by the last almost 48 hours. I, as I said, am a professor of political philosophy. I'm also the founder of Revolution. Revolution is a social good platform dedicated entirely to all forms of activism and social good. We are non-toxic, we are hate speech free, we are love and purpose driven. In addition to providing the world's first dedicated digital platform to all forms of social good and nonprofits and thought leaders and government agencies working to social good, we are launching a green and social impact jobs board to facilitate exactly what Charlotte was talking about. I built the platform for my students. I teach at CSU Northridge. It is a minority designated institution. The vast majority of my students are first generation students. They are coming from marginalized communities, they are coming from marginalized economic backgrounds, and they are invisible in the social good work space. They want to work in social good, they want to work in sustainability, and we've built a platform to make them visible, to celebrate them, and to empower them to be a part of this new green and social impact economy, which is going to change the world. So if you would like any information, please come up. I've got literature for you. I invite you to join our Revolution to do social good. Thank you.
I think you got a keynote for next year.
I know, right? That's
a
good.
keynote speaker.
Hello, my name is Adila Jordan. I am the Director of Transformative Communities for Dream.org. This time last year, we announced our Transformative Communities program, and I know over the last 2 days we talked about all the different climate opportunities, but we would be extremely remiss if we did not also talk about the economic opportunity. And so we want to definitely uplift and announce our Dream Entrepreneurship Network, which is a network of amazing Black and brown BIPOC entrepreneurs who are ready for all these implementation projects. They want to partner with each and every one of you in your communities, and so we want to make sure that they are involved as well, and we do not forget about this opportunity for them too. Thank you.
Thank you. Got another one over there? Yeah.
Hi everyone, I'm Matthew Solomon with Climate Policy Initiative. A few days ago, we launched our first landscape of climate finance in California. This is a project we've done globally and internationally for the last decade. This is our first US-based project, and thank you to Lynn and Sean and the team at iBank for their help and support and guidance on this project, and Dan Carroll with the Milken Institute as well. So we're really excited about it. I urge you all to take a look at it and let me know what you think. Let me know what we can do in the future to deepen that work, to expand that work. And we've also just released a report yesterday or 2 days ago on the EPA's Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund, thinking about ways to make that as impactful as possible. That comes with a map that has, for the entire US, every census tract, and the amount of investment that's going to be needed in each of those. So please use that. Let us know how we can deepen that. But yeah, thank you all. This has been a really grounding few days. I spent a lot of time, my head stuck in the clouds. So this is really, making sure that, realizing that the work is focused on, driving impact on the ground. So thank you, and I look forward to being in touch.
Hi everyone. Oh, geez, that's loud. The mic works. Sorry. Hi everyone, Sean Kennedy with Strategic Growth Council. To keep the mumbo jumbo going, we are releasing a request for proposals for a virtual power plant provider in the next week or two. This is really an effort that we see using virtual power plants, and thanks to Ann Rogan for the bump wherever you are to be part of this effort is to demystify what a virtual power plant is, but to really help our grant recipients access the benefits of federal funding using virtual power plants as the vehicle to do that. So really looking forward to that opportunity going live. We'll explain more, but yeah, thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it.
Love it, Sean. Anyone else? Oh.
Hi, I'm Diana Searle. I'm with Civics. We're a TA provider, and I just want to commend you all. I work across the country. Y'all are light years ahead. I know this work is so hard, and you're having the hard conversations, but you're also setting the path for other states, other cities in the country who are always asking, well, isn't there just something that somebody else has done that you can just point me to? Y'all are doing that work right now, so continue the hard work.
And we love civics. Thank you. Got a few more.
Hey everybody, Michael McCormick, President of Fairlawn Strategies, and so excited to be here. I think one of the things that really came out of this, we were on the fence about doing a technical assistance, we should talk, TA roll-up summary report on like best practices and lessons learned. We're supporting 5 different TA programs across the US right now, including 3 for SGC. And there is so much knowledge that we need to share as a community of practice to continue to evolve and build our TA services, especially with so many resources coming from the federal government and so much left to come from California. Maybe a little dip for a year or 2. We'll be back up again. And it's time now, right, that once in a generation, some say once in a lifetime opportunity to do transformative, impactful, like very significant initiatives. And you are all here to do that. So thank you, thanks for SGC for hosting the conversation and all the wonderful supporters and sponsors here. So I'll hand it to the next person.
Thank you. Thank you so much, SGC, just for putting us all in the room together. This was really impactful last year and this year as well. I'm Victoria Vasquez with California Relief, which is a statewide network of urban forestry nonprofits who are planting trees in order to solve a lot of the climate solutions that you're looking for, whether it be water storm savings under the ground, or cleaning the air above, or bringing community together underneath to enjoy that shade together and to mitigate extreme heat. I'm also the person who asked the question this morning from over there, how do we give fiscal sponsorship to our neighborhood associations who want to become a 501c3 so they can accept a grant, whether it's $3,000, $5,000, $60,000, or $150,000. And because of this conference, I met Phyllis here with an organization who provides fiscal sponsorship. So I'm thankful, I'm grateful. I would encourage you all to think about how are we supporting neighborhoods in disadvantaged census tracts who have the power and they have the ideas and they have the vision and they have the need. How are we getting that money in their pockets? I would encourage you all to take that home with you.
I would also like to make 2 commitments for the Strategic Growth Council. The first is the Connecting Communities initiatives. We're going to commit $2 million of state funding to provide technical assistance to support communities who have gone through our application processes to directly apply for the federal grants that are available right now. So we're going to start with the change grant that Alex talked about today, and then what we're going to do is, following this conversation, this work with you all, we're going to think through what phase 2 looks like and think through how we can use those resources to support communities in applying and bringing those federal dollars into their community. So that's one. Yeah. And then the second commitment is, I think we'll do this conference again next year. Well, Thank you all so much for being here. This has been an incredible 2 days, and we appreciate you so much. We appreciate the time, the energy, the passion, the boldness, all the creativity and the partnership that went into bringing yourself here, bringing your ideas, your solutions, your obstacles, and having real conversation and really thinking through in a really pragmatic way what happens next. So just to everybody who participated, thank you. Thank you.
Can we do some shout outs? Couple shout outs?
Yeah.
All right, first foremost, I think most of us at SGC would really like to thank Lois in the back. Lois is the mover and shaker for Catalyst. And it's, yeah, thank you, Lois. She's all of our bosses. We love to say that. Thanks to all of the folks that supported the steering committee, our internal steering committee. We couldn't do this without you. We wanted to make sure that the conference was really akin to the work we do, but also our partners and our partnerships to create that space that we can feel comfortable walking away with. And, you know, we had a beautiful rainbow out there, but it's not always rainbows. We have a lot of work to do, so let's keep moving. Let's keep that momentum going.
Great. And I want to just once again thank the sponsors who brought their resources to make this all possible. We can't do it without the financial sponsorship and partnership, and so it really does make a big difference. So thank you again to our sponsors. And I'd also like...
To the Natural Resources Building.
Oh, and yes, thank you, the Natural Resources Building. It is an incredible place to be able to gather, and we know that they make an exception to having us come and literally take over their ground floor for 2 days. So, yeah, so thank you, CNRA. I'd also like to thank the Voice and Reason team. This is the team that ran the logistics, made all of the incredible creative content, developed the website, the Wahuva app, everything that's been able to help us connect in a really meaningful way. And then also the ones who made everything happen today. You know, all of the making everything smooth as possible, making sure we were fed, that we were cared for, that things were working. An incredible thank you to Voice and Reason.
I think we're good. I mean, we have Augustine who's been helping us out as well, Tom's person. And then we have 2 executive fellows. We have Camille over here and Alex. And then all of the staff support, all of your support. Thank you.
Yep. And just travel safely, getting home today. Stay in contact, stay engaged. We really appreciate you all. And thank you again.
Yeah.
Goodbye. And SGC team, come up for a team picture. Yeah, can the SGC folks come up for a team picture, please?